Good morning and welcome to Barbara's Bulletin. I'm your host, Barbara. Today we're focusing on a developing story that's caught the attention of the international community. North Korea has been making headlines with its latest display of military might, and we're taking a closer look at what this means for global relations. According to reports from France 24, North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has unveiled a battery of huge, nuclear-capable rocket launchers ahead of a key congress of the nation's ruling party. This move is widely seen as a show of strength and a demonstration of North Korea's military capabilities. The 600mm multiple-launch rocket system was front and center as preparations ramped up for the once-in-5 years gathering, which is viewed as North Korea's most important political event. This display of military power comes at a time when tensions between North Korea and other nations remain high. We're also following another related story, where 2 North Korean soldiers who were captured in Ukraine over a year ago are still waiting to learn their fate. The South Korean government has been criticized for not doing enough to bring the men to safety, with some arguing that President Lee Jae-myung is hesitant to upset Kim Jong-un. Human rights advocates argue that the soldiers have the right to seek asylum in South Korea or a third country based on their free will. However, discussions between Seoul and Kyiv over the fate of the soldiers appear to have stalled, leaving the men in limbo. As we continue to monitor these developments, it's clear that the situation on the Korean peninsula remains complex and sensitive. We'll be keeping a close eye on any further updates and bringing you expert analysis and insights. We'll be right back with more of today's top news on Barbara's Bulletin. Welcome back to Barbara's Bulletin. We're diving into the latest news from Peru, where a new interim president has been elected amidst a swirl of political upheaval. José Balcazar, an 83-year-old member of Congress, has taken the reins as the country's 8th president in just 8 years. This comes after his predecessor, José Gerri, was ousted by Congress due to a scandal involving undisclosed meetings with a Chinese businessman. To understand the complexity of this situation, it's essential to look at the bigger picture. Peru has been plagued by a deep-seated rift between the executive branch and Congress, as well as a fragmented party system that struggles to form lasting governing coalitions. This has led to a rapid succession of presidents since 2018, with each one facing significant challenges in maintaining stability and public order. Despite these challenges, Peru's economy has shown resilience, with solid growth and relatively low inflation last year compared to many regional peers. However, the new interim president, Balcazar, faces a narrow and high-stakes mandate to steady markets, preserve public order, and oversee credible elections. It's crucial to note that the international community is watching Peru's situation closely, given its significance as the world's third biggest copper producer. As one expert put it, it is difficult to believe that Gerri's substitute would fail to last until July, yet another change of president over the next 5 months would mark a new nadir in Peruvian politics. As we continue to monitor the situation in Peru, it's clear that the road ahead will be filled with uncertainty. Will Balcazar be able to bring stability to the country, or will Peru continue to experience political turmoil? Only time will tell. Welcome back to Barbara's Bulletin. As we wrap up today's show, I'd like to bring to your attention a series of developments related to the Middle East conflict. A recent report has emerged about alleged human rights abuses in Israeli prisons, with claims of torture and mistreatment of Palestinian detainees. The Israeli government has denied these allegations, but the issue has sparked widespread concern and condemnation from human rights organizations. In related news, former U.S. President Donald Trump has launched his Board of Peace initiative, which aims to address the ongoing conflict in Gaza. However, the move has been met with skepticism, as the board does not include Palestinian representatives and has raised concerns about undermining the United Nations' role in global diplomacy. Meanwhile, the international community is mourning the loss of Layla Shahid, a pioneering Palestinian diplomat who passed away in France at the age of 76. Shahid was a trailblazer for women in diplomacy and played a key role in representing the Palestinian people in Europe during a time of great turmoil. As we consider these developments, it's essential to approach the topic with nuance and understanding. The Middle East conflict is complex and multifaceted, with deeply entrenched historical, cultural, and political roots. It's crucial to listen to diverse perspectives and engage in respectful dialogue to foster greater empathy and understanding. That's all for today's Barbara's Bulletin. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, stay engaged.